Hello. So in the last video, we talked about ratios in right triangles and how we could use them and certain angles, even a single angle in the right triangle besides 90 degrees, to find the other sides. So I have a triangle here. Its bottom is B, its side is A, and its hypotenuse 2. Alright, so how can we find A and B? Well, let's remember our friendly, it's wrong, our friendly tool. So, ka, doa. What does this mean? The sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. It's not a B, hypotenuse. And the cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And the tangent is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. These are all ratios for each side. So this is the opposite side to the adjacent side. This is the adjacent side of the hypotenuse and the opposite side of the hypotenuse. So basically, let's say we have tan. If we know the adjacent side and we know the tangent, we can find the opposite by multiplying the tangent times the adjacent, yes? All right. So what are our sines and cosines in this triangle, just to start off, to get an idea of what we're working with? Okay, so what is the sine of, let's start with this angle. Sine of 30 is equal to, and that's a constant, this one here, sine of 30, it's a constant ratio. All right triangles have 30, all right triangles with a 30-degree angle have a certain ratio of the opposite side to the hypotenuse by the 30-degree angle, and that is constant. This is equal to A over 2, right? Opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine of 30 is equal to B over 2. All right, so already this is very useful. We have B and A worked in, and these are constants. So that's great. Now we can just algebraically solve, very simply, B is equal to 2 times a cosine, just going to put it in brackets for ease, cosine of 30 degrees, and A is equal to 2 times the sine of 30 degrees. But how do we know what these are? The sine of 30 degrees and the cosine of 30 degrees. What are the standard, the overarching ratios here? All right. I'm just going to tell you because they are simply observed. It is simply their nature. And so I will tell you that the cosine of 30 degrees, we can just write it right next to it like that. If you're not used to notation, or you can put it in brackets, is equal to the square root of 3 over 2. And the sine of 30 is equal to 1 over 2. So now we just solved for A and B. All right. So RA, let's pick a good color, is equal to 2, right? 2 times the sine of 30 times 1 over 2. So A is equal to 1, right? Sine of 30 is 1/2 times 2. This is 1/2 times 2. A is just equal to 1. How about B? 2 times the square root of 3 over 2. So B is equal to square root of 3. Yep, right? 2 times the square root of 3 over 2. And that's it. It's that simple. Now we just know the A side and the B side. All we really had to know is this angle. We didn't even need to know this angle because it comes naturally with this angle. Since it's 90 degrees, this angle is just 90 minus this angle. And so by just knowing this angle and the hypotenuse, we could find all 3 sides. All right, thanks for watching.